category. Sanne van Dijke of the Netherlands goes up against teammate Margit de VOOGD. It'll be Van Dijke in the white judogi, de VOOGD in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Melanie Pecheron of France. Yes, I can't imagine anyone better suited to commentate on this one than my colleague Dennis van der Geest. So immediately upon his return, he will take over the commentary duties. Anyway, there's Sanne van Dijke making her way to the mat. You never know what the state of things are when there's the head-to-head from the same country. There are all sorts of things that can be, you know, whirling away in the background to do with selection most of the time for upcoming events. De VOOGD actually is number 16 on the world ranking list, and it's Sanne van Dijke who is a few places down, 3 places down in actual fact, at 19. So make of that what you will, but for me, if de VOOGD wins here, I just think that it will cement her position as the go-to athlete in that weight category. That has to do more with the tour and possibly the World Championships, but not the Olympics. The Olympics are slightly different because the coach is not going to be looking at whether Van Dijke can beat de VOOGD, because the one person that you're not going to fight at the Olympics is your teammate. So it wouldn't matter. It's who they can beat on the international scene that would be more important. So that the head-to-head has relevance, but not for that particular. That doesn't come into it. The Olympic head-to-head doesn't come into it because you're never going to fight your teammate. And then if it's the World Championships, they may very well decide to send both of them at the weight category. So it's a Dutch thing, and we're glad to have an expert on all things Dutch, Dennis van der Geest.
Yes.
Well, welcome back.
This is always a difficult fight. They know each other very well, but for the VOOGD, this is a chance to show the federation that she's also, how do you say it, like one to watch. You know, they're really close, but of course it was with Van Dijke with medal at the Olympics, and for a long time she was definitely the #1.
Yeah, she was in the driving seat. And I think, you know, to be honest, if you look at the records and things, you may still have Van Dijke shading it, although there are just 3 places in between the pair of them. 100 points, by the way. That's all that separate them. Hardly anything to
I think the VOOGD has more in store than what she showed. I think, for example, the semi-final against the Japanese. During the fight, that was the first moment that she would actually had the feeling that she could win that.
She could do it, yeah.
And before the fight, you know, because you need a few of those fights to see, like, hey, so this is the absolutely highest level. She's the world champion. This is it. Yeah, like that. Well, okay, I'm capable of not even making a good fight, but a possibility of winning it.
This one is, I can't remember which one of our commentary team used to like to use the term, this one is a slow burner.
Slow burner.
Taking time for this one to develop. Actually, I think I remember who it is. It was David McFall, who we used quite a lot when we were in Japan because he was a fluent Japanese speaker. 2 penalties picked up by the VOOGD. Van Dijk has picked up the 1, and we've got half a minute left on the clock. If you were selecting for the Olympic Games, would it matter to you who could beat who here?
No.
Wouldn't matter. Yeah, I'm so glad you said that.
The important thing is who can beat the rest of the world.
Yeah. You're not going to fight your teammate there.
No.
You know, beat me 10 times out of 10. But if the 8 people that are going to be there, I've beaten 6 and you've only beaten 1, then it makes sense to send the one that has the better record. And I know.
No, I think that is where the coach is for, and you cannot you cannot write it down like that. That's why I also don't like the countries that work with. Okay, the one who has the most of the points is the one that we send, because look at the draw. Sometimes the one gets a bronze medal and wins from 3 world-class players, and the other one had a better draw and lost in the final against the same person and has a silver medal, earns more points, but yeah, then I think the other one had a better result.
Oh, ouch.
It's over.
23 seconds in the golden score. They weren't hanging around, were they? Van Dijk.
Van Dijk wins.
Ulaanbaatar Grand Slam bronze medalist for the women's under 70 kilo. In Judo representing Netherlands.
This was a chance for the VOOGD, in my opinion, to show a bit more. But on the other hand, for Van Dijk, she's the one who has been chased. It's even more difficult to fight this bronze medal contest. And she had also a really hard day. And then the last thing you want to do is fight your teammate. But she did, and she won the bronze medal. And I think she has a lot of points today, not the points but a lot of things she knows she has to work.